From the outside, Apple's third generation iPad may look a lot like its predecessor, but it's what's on the inside that counts. I'm Bill Detweiler, Head Technology Editor at CNET's sister site, Tech Republic, and I'm going to crack open the Wi-Fi only version of the 2012 iPad. The 2012 iPad is nearly identical to the iPad 2 in design and construction. Now this is nice, as it means many iPad 2 accessories, such as the smart cover, will fit this year's model. But it also means the new tablet is a real pain to crack open and work on. Now to begin cracking open the third generation iPad, I used a hairdryer to loosen the adhesive which holds the front panel to the aluminum case. I then used a series of plastic and metal tools to gently pry off the panel. Even having done this before on the iPad 2 and the new 4G, this process took at least 30 minutes, so be patient and don't rush it. Now with the front panel open, I removed the Retina display and disconnected the front panel from the motherboard. I then detached the visible connectors from the motherboard and removed the motherboard itself. Now unlike the 4G version, the Wi-Fi only iPad lacks the separate cellular board and cellular antennas. At this point, I decided against removing any of the other components from the case. Most are either held in place with very strong adhesive or their connector cables are. Now, forcing them loose could damage them, and I want to put this iPad back together. So the only thing left to do is remove the EMI RFI shields from the motherboard. And with that, my teardown was complete. So what did I learn from cracking open the Wi-Fi only version of the 2012 iPad? Well, Apple kept the overall hardware layout the same, but upgraded many of the internal components. The new 9.7-inch Retina display has a resolution of 2048 by 1536 at 264 pixels per inch, and that offers 4 times the total number of pixels as the iPad 2's screen. Now to run this display, Apple gave the iPad a more powerful GPU and more RAM. From what I can tell, the 2012 iPad's A5X system on a chip has a dual-core CPU, like the iPad 2, but a quad-core GPU. Now the 2012 iPad also has 1 gig of RAM compared to the iPad 2's 512 megabytes. Along with the upgraded graphics, the new iPad also has an improved iSight camera and support for AT&T and Verizon's 4G LTE networks on the 4G model. Now, as this is a Wi-Fi only iPad, it doesn't have the separate cellular card or antennas found on the 4G version. Now, one of the more surprising features of the new iPad is the battery. Although it's roughly the same physical size as the iPad 2's battery, it provides a lot more power. The new battery is rated at 43 watt-hours compared to just 25 watt-hours for the iPad 2. But given the new tablet's souped-up hardware, battery life remains about the same. On the downside, Apple didn't increase the iPad's storage capacity. The 2012 model comes in 16, 32, and 64 gig versions. Also, the tablet has a single speaker, whereas most other 10-inch tablets have 2. Lastly, like the iPad 2, the new iPad is very difficult to work on. Apple definitely didn't design this tablet to be user serviceable. As far as pricing, Wi-Fi only iPads start at $499 and go up to $699. Wi-Fi plus 4G models add $130 to the base price. Now, as I noted in my review of the 4G iPad, there's nothing revolutionary about the 2012 model, but it is a solid incremental update. Now to see more iPad teardown photos, check out my full cracking open gallery at techrepublic.com/cracking open. For CNET and Tech Republic, I'm Bill Detweiler, and this has been a cracking open of the Wi-Fi only 2012 iPad.